Hello, everyone. Namaste. Something happened this morning, and that reminded me of an incident some years ago. So I thought I should share that with you. It is, I would say that, even not being alert or not being ready to receive information or inputs or anything from anywhere amounts to actually shutting your doors. You know, people say that for a sinking man, even a small twig is something that he would grab onto to try to stay afloat. So that means that when you're looking for help, or when you're looking for divine providence and so on, you should always be ready and open all the time. Is what I'm trying to say. So I'll tell you a quick story. This was, I think it was in 2012 or 13, I don't remember, but there was a particular incident. Someone whom I knew, who was much younger to me, wanted to get married, and he was asking me, if I would know someone suitable for him in my friend circle. It so happened that another very good friend of mine, who's much older to me, from India, had a daughter, has a daughter, and at that time there was something went wrong there in the family, and he was actually trying to hurriedly look for a suitable bridegroom for his daughter, and he contacted me and he told me that he said, "Hey, if you know someone, please let me know. Then I'm looking for a bridegroom for my daughter." Now I know the story completely. What has happened was this girl, whom I knew from the time she was a young, very, very small child, she was in fact in love with someone. Now, the father did not approve of it, right? Um, Initially, I thought it was because of the religion, because the boy, the whoever this girl was in love with was a Christian, and I thought maybe this was the reason why the father didn't approve of. And this girl, she contacted me and she said, Chikappa in Kannada, Chikappa means Chacha in Hindi, the younger father, like father's younger brother. So, so she said, Chikappa, you know me from the time I was a young child. You know me so well. You know I'm not stupid. I'm good at my studies and so on. I have made the right choice. This boy's really good. Yes, he's Christian. So what? We are in love with each other. I said, of course, my child, I will certainly support you, because look, I'm not I don't have such fanatical ideas and so on. I don't do that. I'm just very open all the time. Open-minded seeker is what I am. So I actually supported her. I even spoke to my friend and said that, hey, you shouldn't be basing your judgments just because this boy is a Christian and so. He said, no, you don't know. I know much more about this boy. Then my friend told me, why don't you do your own research and find out? If you're really so concerned about my daughter, then you should also know who this boy actually is. Why don't you find out for yourself? So I put some people on the job and actually checked this boy out. And I came to know of certain terrible truths about this boy. And I don't think if I had a daughter, or if, someone whom I know, I would certainly not get this girl to, the girl I know, to get married to somebody like him because of his character. It was not because of religion. Then I agreed. So once I collected all the information on the proofs, I showed it to this girl, and then she bought my story, and she agreed. She said, yes, Chikapa, tell me, what shall I do? What would you advise me to do? I said, look here, my dear, your father, myself, we all love you very much. We know you, you're a wonderful girl. And we don't want you to have a bad future. So that's why, why don't you, keep your ears open, listen, always listen first. Listen to what the others are saying, and then you process information and take your own decisions. For the moment, what we can do is, let's all have a talk together. So that's what I did. We all had a talk together, and that's when my friend, the girl's father, requested me if I knew someone. I immediately thought of this young man who wanted to get married. That boy is really a wonderful guy, very well behaved and cultured and so on. Now, I tried my best to reach this boy. And guess what? He was just unreachable. I don't know what. Phone switched off, not responding to my mail, or whatever. And in the meantime, the situation was getting desperate because the other boy who we had rejected was trying his best to get this girl. So we had to get this girl married as soon as possible, at least for her own safety. So what I did was I contacted another friend of mine in the north of India who has a son. And that guy was also a very good, well-educated boy. And it all went well, and they got married. And this morning I got a call from this girl, and she thanked me so much. Now they have a son who's 5 years old. She thanked me so much for saving her life and for finding her a good husband. Now, what I'm saying is, this other student of mine, who wanted to get married, I tried my best to get him. Now, the only problem was this: there was nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong with the girl's character or something. Yes, she was in love. That happens. People just fall in love. It happens. You cannot control that. It happened. That's it. There was nothing bad about the girl. And they're damn rich, have lots and loads of money. And this girl is the only daughter of my friend. So now the bridegroom who has come, well, he too is from a good family, but then he has, you see, what I mean? They're so comfortable economically, and they're so very happy. It's a loving family, and I'm very happy for the young couple and for my friend and his wife. So this guy who lost the chance by not being reachable is still not very happy. Now, you might say that this is destiny. Yes, I agree. Maybe it was destined that he did not get that at that time, or this girl for him. I totally agree. But what do we have to learn from this is to never shut your mental doors. Always be open. Always be ready to receive information. You don't know from which source what comes. You really don't know what kind of blessings you receive from someone, or from some piece of news, or some poster, or some newspaper article. You never know how the signal or the information or the blessing comes to you, or the idea comes to you. So the moral of the story is, be open all the time. Be aware. Be alert. Don't sleep mentally. Mentally be awake, especially when you're in a situation where you need help, where you need extra support, where you need divine blessings. Be aware, be ready, and be alert all the time. Love you all. Take care. Bye.